coming to you live from the city that never sleeps, New York City. It's Up Late with Johnny Potenza.
How's everybody doing? I'm Johnny Potenza, host of the Late Night with Johnny P show and Up Late with Johnny Potenza show. Hope everybody's doing well so far in 2021. It's going to be a long year, but God willing, it's going to be a better year and a new start for everybody. Tonight, we have a very special guest. Tonight, we spotlight with the multi-talented actress and artist, Kathrine Narducci. Kathrine worked with the best of the best and been in the most iconic movies and TV shows of all time, such as The Bronx Tale, The Sopranos, Jersey Boys, The Irishman, and that's just to name a few. Kathrine's also a very talented artist. So without further ado, let's bring her in, Kathrine Narducci. Kathrine, how you doing, love?
I'm doing very good, thank you.
Thank you for taking the time out and sitting down with me. What's going on over there in the Bronx? Anything good?
Well, my art, my family, living life like everybody else.
I know you really want to talk about, too, what's going on in 2021 and what's been going on the past year and life itself, right?
Yeah. You know, it's so funny because today I posted something, or was it last night? I posted a video of Joe Biden.
Okay.
And I'm not going to get political. I just posted a video of Joe Biden, that's all. And said, you know, good luck to the president. You know, I felt the same way about Trump when he first got inaugurated. Doesn't matter who you voted for. Once it's, you know, the president gets nominated, he's our president. You try to go with the flow to make everything run smooth. And all I did, and I never post political stuff.
No, me neither. Well, that's what you have to do. I mean, I didn't want Obama in, but once Obama came, I didn't cry, and I welcomed him, and he was all right. You know, it is what it is. You can't fight the system, man. What are you going to do? Fight the law? It ain't going to get you nowhere. It's going to get you into trouble. It's going to.
I fought the law, and the law.
I like to fight the law, but I don't like to fight politics.
So the thing is, once I put that up there, you know, and I never post political stuff, so right away, it just shows to me, I have a saying that I made up. There used to be a saying, if you remember when you was a kid, my mother used to say, if you want to know who you are, show me who your friends are. So it rings true. So I say now, if you want to know who you are, show me your posts and your comments. Really showed during the pandemic who everybody was. Everybody came out and presented their real self. Mm-hmm. You understand, on social media, because they couldn't go out and do it, so they just did it on social media. And I feel when I posted that, coming back to my post, I posted that, I innocently said, I didn't say, you know, like a lot of people, Biden's in, F Trump. I just said, we got a new president, good luck. That was it.
Hey, listen, I don't care.
They came, the lynch mob came for me. They came and they tried to take me down.
Really?
I just said, let me post one friggin' post. It's today. He got in office. The inauguration was beautiful, and that's the thing. I think that what we saw when I say I wanted to talk about 2020, I wanted to talk about 2020 human behavior.
Yeah.
2020, how you just felt that you could cut the air, the thickness of the anger in the air with a knife. It was so thick, right?
Bad.
When in the heap of it, like when they were looting and marching, and you could cut that energy with a knife. That's how thick it was. And for me, what we felt it. You're home alone. I live here alone, right?
No.
Windows closed, you're just watching the news, and you still feel it in your house. You feel the energy. You didn't even go outside. You didn't even go near a protest. You feel the energy. You feel it. You feel it from talking to people, from social media. In your house, you feel a live energy of darkness and negativity. We felt it this year, all of us. Wasn't for the protest, it was for the pandemic and people dying and everybody you talk to, they lost their aunt, their uncle. So you feel this thick energy. It's a live matter, and it sneaks right in through the windows, under the door, into the house. So we feel it. It's a live thing. And we needed, at this point, I felt, a new energy, because we couldn't go on like that as loving, innate, loving human beings to keep going at each other between the pandemic and between the protests and between the red and the blue. I don't think we've ever had this before, you know? We never had this before. We had debates every year, every 4 years with presidency, but not along with a pandemic and Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter and whatever else was thrown in the mix that everybody was just fighting for. And I just feel like right now, what we need to do more than anything, that's why I was so taken by Biden's speech to explain, if I have to, is that he just kept talking about unity and let's do it. We're here together, man. You can't, we're all one energy. We're all one energy. You need me, I need you. We all make the world go around together.
Exactly. No, you're right. I think this whole lockdown kind of like really set everybody over the edge because everybody was confined and like I think Trump, it was a perfect scapegoat with everybody just going crazy. And it wasn't good. It wasn't a good year. I feel safe in my home, but as you said, you don't even want to go out of your friggin' house because what's next? What are you going to run into? What's going to happen over here? I have to wear a mask now. It's a pain in the ass. It really is. It's one big pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I hope Biden does what he has to do. I really do.
I hope he does what he has to do. I love the one thing that I love what he said. Even if you did not vote for me, it's okay. It's okay. But just look at my heart. Give me a chance. Then say your piece.
Yeah.
That's it. When Trump won, I did not vote for him. But when he won, I felt bad. Everybody was like going at it. And I said, you know what? He's the president now. I'm going to give him a chance because we all want a chance. So I'm going to do what I would want for me. I would, you know, everybody needs to be forgiven. Everybody needs a second chance. Everybody needs it, no matter what. Trump, Biden, me, you. And we have to just have more empathy and more compassion. We just do. You can't just be like, you know, gabadois, as they say in Italian. You know, you can't be like, no. You can't do it. You have to be open-minded. You have to be.
It's like, seems like everybody is out for themselves. And F humanity, F sharing, F helping people, F donating to people. It's like the younger generation don't get it like we do. I mean, we're lucky we're like the last of the survivors, and then maybe the generation before us. But there's a lot of tradition and values gone in society today. I mean, and that's coming from me. I grew up a different way, and you did as well, and a lot of our friends, pretty much. We know New York as New York. New York, what the fuck's going on with New York now, you know?
It's heartbreaking, you know? It's very heartbreaking.
It is.
I look at New York and it just seems like there's a big eraser on a blackboard and you erased one building, you erased this neighborhood, you erased that neighborhood, and it's just like New York is fading.
And that's not good.
It's not good.
No, it's not good.
It's like there's no heart out there anymore. That's a quote to a movie I did. There's no heart out there anymore.
I always love watching movies. I love watching TV shows. That's one thing that can get me away from society. Even if I'm mad or angry or depressed, I watch movies all night long. It takes me away. And a lot of the movies you in, people know you have a long career. I believe your first movie was The Bronx Tale, correct?
Yes.
Now, how did that work out for you? You were taking your son for an open call? Is that a true story?
I took my son for an open call, and I saw there was an open call for the mom. I asked if I could audition. It wasn't an open call that day for the mother. It was SAG actresses only. They said if they couldn't find the SAG actress, that I should call in the morning, and that if they didn't find the SAG actress, that I would go back if they opened it up. If I call in the morning and I find out that they didn't get the SAG actress, they were given it one day to call the next day. They will open it to an open call, and I called in the morning and they said, it's an open call now. We didn't get the actor, come back. And I went back and I auditioned. And, you know, I ended up, it's a long story, but I'm gonna make it short. I got it.
But that's so cool. I mean, come on, right?
So cool.
That's like a 1 in a million story, like right there. You know, you were meant for that. Now, what about your son? Did he get anything in the Bronx Tale? Did he get?
No, and he didn't care. He was just glad that I let him stay home. He didn't care.
Well, listen, from that, it brought you on to bigger and better things. Then a couple of years later, you landed The Sopranos, like the HBO's biggest hit of all time. Another one of my favorite shows. I mean, I asked everybody, you don't got to get into the whole thing, but give me one of your favorite James Gandolfini stories that'll last with you for the rest of your life, a memory with you and him, a moment.
I have so many, but I guess a very funny memory is on the pilot, none of us knew. Everyone was like Sopranos. We all thought, even when we auditioned, what is this? I don't sing. I'm not a singer. And, you know, then we got the pilot. We were all filming it. And I remember I sat down with James and we had a break. And he told me this was his first big, you know, TV thing. And it's the first time being a lead in a series. And he was nervous. He said, you know, I feel like I can't do this. I feel like I don't want it. Like I'm scared. Like I'm scared. It's all on me. If it don't work, it's like, I feel like it's all on me. And I just always think, always thinking that, where he didn't even think, none of us did. And I was like, yeah, I know, you know, and nobody knew what the hell we were in for. David Chase came up to me at the end of the pilot, and me and Johnny V, and he goes, listen, I don't know if this thing is gonna work. He goes, I doubt it. Nobody wants another Italian mafia show, but if it does, we'd like to have you back. And me and Johnny B looked at each other and we were like, yeah, we'll come back. No clue what it was gonna.
Yeah, escalate to what it did.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, man. I mean, Sopranos are going to go down in history as well as the Bronx Tale, and then as time went on, a bunch of other things, TV shows, NYPD Blue, and then you landed with the Jersey Boys. How was it working with?
I also did Power.
Power, I know that. Power I was going to get to next. How was it working with Clint Eastwood?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The first time I met Clint Eastwood, I was all dressed up in my outfit. It was a period piece, right? Jersey Boys. That's why I worked with Clint Eastwood. And I didn't audition for him, so I never met him. I did a self-tape. So when I got to LA, they flew me out, and I get to set, they put me in my outfit. I'm in like a 1957 outfit thing, vintage outfit, really cute. And I still hadn't met him, and they took me in the golf cart from my dressing room to the set, and they kept saying on the walkie-talkie, Clint's here, Clint's on set, Clint's coming. And I remember my heart was racing. I was, oh shit, I'm getting closer and closer. I was so nervous.
Yeah.
And then I got there, and then we're in the lobby waiting on the set in front of the elevator, And it was the old-fashioned elevator where you saw all the floors.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the elevator starts coming up, and they're going, "Quit to the elevator, quit to the elevator, everybody go up." And I'm like, oh my God. And the door went bing, and he walked right out. He looked at me and went, my God, you're devastatingly beautiful. And I was like, oh my God. That was his first words to me. You're devastating. Who says that? You're devastatingly beautiful.
Well, that's cool. He made you feel welcome right from the beginning.
I said, so are you. I did. I go, so are you.
Listen, we grew up with all that stuff.
Hot.
Yeah, we grew up with all that stuff. Dirty Harry. He was always the badass, you know?
Get it. And
Now,
he really doesn't call action, and he doesn't call cut. You just do it.
Really?
Do it when you feel like doing it, actually.
Now, what about Power, as you said before? Who's that? Is that Curtis 50 Cent?
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Talk
It took
about
me
that.
a long time not to say 50 cents.
50,
Say 50 cents.
50 cent. Well, because that's how they say it. 50 cents. And even, you know, the blacks, that's how they say it. They say 50.
He's a sweetheart. I love him. I love doing that. I really did love doing that show. And my favorite is Joe Sikora.
Uh-huh.
I love Joe.
Now, what about the, what is that called? The one you recently did in Harlem? What is it? Godfather of Harlem, right?
Godfather of Harlem.
Yes, I saw some clips from that. It looked really good. I just don't have that station. I believe it's on
Epics.
Stars, correct?
It's on Epics, but now we are going to move, hopefully, move over to Netflix.
Well, Netflix is where it's at. The Irishman, another brilliant, great Martin Scorsese movie, back working with Robert De Niro. How was that for you?
Well, I was happy because I never got to work with Joe Pesci.
Okay.
And, I mean, come on. It
Yeah.
was an absolute, I felt like I hit the lotto for the second time. The first time was with A Bronx Tale, and the last time was with The Irishman. I mean, Martin Scorsese, not Scorsese,
Yeah.
Scorsese. De Niro, Bobby Cannavale, Ray Romano. I mean, this was amazing. It was amazing. It was sick. It was a sick experience, especially with Al Pacino. When I was in the room one day, I was in the room with a room this big with Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Marty, Leo DiCaprio, Bobby Cannavale, Ray Romano. I mean,
Yeah, that must have been awesome.
like, this is a dream right now. Like, I have to realize how lucky I am to be in this moment and really cherish it and really just be in it. And I was so happy and so sad. I was so happy because it was the moment, and I was so sad because I knew that it was going to end, and I didn't want it to. And I really was like there 100% in the zone with these people saying, my God, when will I ever do this again? I'm with the last of the Mohegans.
And what about Leo? What was he doing there? Just hanging out?
No, Leo was there. We were on
The red carpet?
no, we were at,
I saw a picture of you with him.
no, we were at Radio City Music Hall ready to go on stage because that's where it premiered. So we were all backstage in the green room, and then Leo came. And then I became friendly with Leo. I love Leo.
How is he? Nice guy?
Oh, God.
Great actor.
The best. He's got an amazing art collection, too. He loves art. His father was an artist. So.
Does he have one of your pictures up on the wall?
No.
You got to give him one.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he could buy one.
I know.
Give it to him half price.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk in closing. Your painting, your lost art. Now, how many years have you been doing this? Have you always been doing it? Doing
it since 93.
Okay.
I always doodled and draw, like I would always draw. But I started painting in like 92, 93.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 90, always painting, but not showing. And then in 2006, or no, actually I'm lying, like 2012,
okay.
I was in LA, and this really amazing gallery, very popular gallery. I was there and I used to take photographs all over New York City.
What's the name of the gallery?
Gallery 1988. It's on Melrose and La Brea.
Okay.
Very famous. Like when they open up for each artist every month, they sell out before they even open.
Oh, wow.
Like, lines around the corner. Really great gallery. And I was taking photographs of New York City, all the neighborhoods, because I grew up in Harlem, and I was in Harlem one day taking photographs with my camera. On my days off, I would always take photographs. And this woman, I went to Harlem, up to West Harlem, and this woman, I went into this like African American, it's like all these African like statues and beads, and it was a cool store that I loved. I went in there, and the woman, I said, "Can I take a picture?" And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "But you know what? You better take a picture of all New York, because all this is disappearing, honey. The gentrification, everything is disappearing."
Wow.
And I said, "Wow, you're right." And that day, I went out and I went to within the next few days, within that week, I woke up every day and I went to a new neighborhood every day. I went to Delancey Street, which is a very, well, now it's hipsters, but
yeah,
a lot of old time New Yorkers.
As Vinnie Bella would say, beatniks.
I went to Little Italy. I went to West Harlem, East Harlem, Spanish Harlem, Dyke, like I went all over. And I took pictures, and I only took pictures of real New Yorkers.
That's
and
awesome.
I would ask them, "Can I take your picture? Are you a real New Yorker, born and raised?" If they said they weren't born and raised, even if they said, "No, I've been here 30 years," I didn't take their picture. I only took born and raised New Yorkers. So I had about 300 photographs of everybody from all different neighborhoods, all walks of life. Indians, Italians, Blacks, Russians, Jewish. It was so beautiful. And I went to this gallery and I showed him my photographs, and he said, "Let's have a show."
Oh, nice.
And I printed them out all like maybe that size. I had like 26 photographs, and I did pretty well. I really did. It was called New York is Fading.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And that's how I started. Then I started showing my paintings and painting more. And now, I've had quite a few shows and group shows and solo shows.
Good. You got to have a different outlet. That's great.
Yeah. And if anybody is interested in my art, go to Kathrine Narducci Artists on Instagram.
I mean, I wish you all the best of luck. Anything you want to say in closing about what we could tell the American people?
What could I tell the American people?
I got stuck there for a second, but yeah,
I could tell. Know what I could tell them? I could tell them, smile at strangers more, love more, give more, be of service more, have more empathy, try to have your mind open more, more love, and just be a good friend, brother, father, son, whatever you are, mother, wife. Try to just be better this year, because we lost the whole year and a lot of it was tied up in feuding, Let's just release and be who we really are. Be what our potential is as human beings, not in job success, as human beings from one to another. Be your potential as a human being.
100%.
That's my speech to Americans.
I love it. You're a sweetheart. And Kathrine, I always used to call you Kathleen. Kathrine, thank you so much for taking the time and sitting down with me. And hopefully I'll see you real soon, okay?
Yes.
And God bless. I'll talk to you, all right?
God bless you too.
Well, it's about that time we have to say goodbye. But please follow us on YouTube and Vimeo.com. We have 3 YouTube channels. And for both of them, you could just search Johnny Potenza, Late Night with Johnny P, Up Late with Johnny Potenza. Our website, johnnyptv.com. All the goodies are there. We're on Facebook and Instagram. I thank you all for tuning in. It means a lot. Hope to see you next time. Good night.